What's going on, guys? Payne here once again, and welcome back to my Swansea career on FIFA 14. It's the video you've all been waiting for. This is the season finale. There are just 4 games to go, and you guys are going to see all the highlights from all of those games. Now, pressure certainly was built in with just 4 games to go. Could Swansea still come away from the season with their first ever Premier League trophy? It was mathematically possible, as you saw the league table, just 4 points behind Liverpool with 4 games to go. We just had to hope that Liverpool slipped up somewhere within those remaining fixtures, as well as Chelsea too, and also City were another team that we had to be cautious of. They were on a good run, just like Swansea, picking up 3 points left, right and centre. We just had to be so careful, and I just had to keep my mind straight that I was going to win all remaining fixtures of the season. That's all we had to do. If we could execute that, and just fingers crossed that Liverpool would slip up, we would be in with a chance of winning the Premier League. Now, our first fixture of this video, you've already seen our first goal. It came from Andros Townsend. Decent finish, and thankfully it took a deflection off one of Reading's centre-halves and went into the back of the net, fooling the goalkeeper. So that put us 1-0 up. Then we went 2-0 up, thanks to a finish by Nathan Dyer, who's returned back to the team at such a late stage in the season. He was out for 3 to 4 months. Also, it was good to see Michu back at the Liberty Stadium. He started for Reading. He went off eventually in the second half, as I would assume he was looking pretty tired for Reading, as he was when he was at Swansea. But if you guys didn't see that, I sold him in the January transfer window. He was off. So again, it was good to see him there, and thankfully he didn't score against his former club. So we came away with the win against Reading. 3 goals, 3 points. That's good. Let's just focus on our next game, which was at the Craven Cottage against Fulham. There was the league table as it stood. Chelsea dropped down to 3rd. City were up to 2nd. Swansea still in 4th, but it's still very tight at the top. I mean, those top 4 teams, including Swansea, of course, could potentially come away with that Premier League trophy. And as I've mentioned in previous episodes, I could see this one coming down to the very last day of the season. It was now or never though. We just had 3 games to go. 3 games, and we still found ourselves 4 points behind Liverpool after they won on the same day that we beat Reading. It was getting frustrating, it was getting tense, and I just want Liverpool to slip up. I know I keep saying that, but I just wanted them to lose a game, maybe even draw, and it just made things slightly easier on us. It didn't help our chances either, having to come up against Fulham. I mean, earlier in the season when we played them at the Liberty Stadium, they were a tough side to put anything past, and I think that game ended in a draw. We certainly didn't need to draw now. We needed to be getting all 3 points in the last remaining games. This certainly was Wilfried Bony territory. You'd expect him to be right there, bang in the middle of it all. But I had to take him off at half time. It wasn't even the hour mark where I normally make my subs. He was just looking too tired, and I can't be having that. One of our best players unfit for our last 2 games of the season. They're so crucial. We need him scoring our goals for us really up front, the talisman Bonny. But even without Bonny in the side for the second half, we managed to come away from the Craven Cottage with all 3 points. But then I saw the league table after that game, and I was gutted. It was impossible for this Swansea side to lift that Premier League trophy. Our dreams down the drain once again. Liverpool only had 1 game to go, and they were still 7 points above us. Even if we won our 2 remaining games, we would still come up short by a point. So it's just between Chelsea and Liverpool now. Who's going to win the league? If Liverpool were to lose their last game of the season and Chelsea won theirs, then Chelsea would win by goal difference. As Chelsea, they're more superior when it comes to that section of the league table. I think Liverpool, they're only on 33, whereas Chelsea, they're on 52. So Liverpool would have a lot of work to do if they wanted to win the league. They just had to make sure that they won on the last day of the season. That's all. But it was kind of deflating, really, for Swansea City and their fans as well, because we came so close to winning the Premier League. We almost did it as well last season. Actually, no, we didn't. It was just the Champions League that we were fighting for, really. That was my main objective last season. But this season, it was all about Swansea winning their first ever Premier League trophy. But it just wasn't to be. So after that, I decided to take my frustration out on Sunderland in our last home game of the season. It was a fresh Wilfried Bony that made it 1-0 with a nice finesse shot round the keeper into the bottom right hand corner. I suppose when you look on the bright side, at least we've got Champions League football for next season. That's pretty much confirmed. But anyway, Wilfried Bony made it 2-0 to Swansea City. What a perfect goal. Perfectly placed, perfectly timed. Couldn't have asked for a better finish than that. Great technique, volley, beating Westwood, and you'll see the power as well. Almost burst the net. Danny Rose with the cross, could see Bony making that run. Even being closed down by the two centre-halves, he still managed to make it 2-0. What a brilliant striker. And I could see offers coming in for him from some of Europe's top sides like Real Madrid. Definitely Real Madrid. They know what Bony is all about. They've seen what he is like when they came up against him earlier on in the season. Maybe Barcelona. I know I've had an offer off Bayern Munich before. I think that was in the January transfer window, and I rejected. Hopefully we can keep hold of him for next season. Actually, I'm not sure whether I'm going to be doing another season with Swansea. I might just finish it here with this video, and then just concentrate on my PSG and Man United career. And then when I'm done with United and PSG, I'm thinking of putting together a shortlist of teams. Maybe you guys can help me in the comments below, leaving your suggestions of teams that I could potentially take charge of when FIFA 15 is released. And then what I'll do is put it to a vote for you guys to come and vote on. And then we'll go from there and see what team I do first when FIFA 15 is released. It's going to be exciting. I'm not sure who I want to put in that shortlist. I think a couple of Premier League teams. I will definitely be doing a Man United one somewhere down the line. I don't want to do it too close to the United career that I've got going here with FIFA 14. But I will definitely do a United career somewhere down the line, as I've already said. I'd like to add some lower league teams in there from maybe the Championship or League One. Maybe some German teams, Spanish teams. Maybe I return to Valencia, who knows. So if you guys leave your suggestions, as always, that would be awesome, helping me put together this list of teams that I could potentially do. And then hopefully, I'm not sure when I'll actually put up the voting. I'll let you guys know. If you follow me on Twitter or Facebook, you'll know when it goes up and when it goes live, when you can start voting and going crazy, smashing that button of which team you want to see me do next. So as you guys have been watching, I said I was going to take my frustration out on Sunderland. Why didn't you believe me? We beat them 4-0 anyway. Wilfried Bony almost got his hat-trick. Nathan Dyer on the score sheet. And Josie Altidore even scored against his former side and celebrated against them. But there was the league table. Every team on 37 games. And that would mean on the final day of the season, every team would be playing against each other. And our final game would be against Tottenham Hotspurs. They would be battling for that Europa League spot with Manchester. Well, Manchester United, they're not going to be getting European football for next season, unfortunately. And it would be Newcastle United, Reading and Nottingham Forest getting relegated. They're already relegated. They haven't really got anything to play for in the last day of the season. Even if they were to win, they're still going to be getting relegated. So as the sun set over White Hart Lane, the sun was setting on this Premier League season. There was only one game to go. Could Swansea end on a high? Could they beat Tottenham away from home? Wilfried Bony came close. It was a weak shot, but it beat the keeper and almost beat the post and went into the back of the net. Hernandez found Shelvey running into space, and I shouldn't have took a touch there with the ball. I should have just shot it first time as the ball was delivered. Who knows what would have happened? Maybe we could have scored. Maybe Shelvey could have found the top left-hand corner. Who knows? Coming up to half-time, we had a corner. The ball found the head of Ashley Williams. Sirigu saving that with ease. No trouble whatsoever. And then a couple of minutes later, Bony with another chance for Swansea down the left side here. Twisting inside and having a shot on his right boot. Sirigu with another top save, keeping Tottenham in this game and level with Swansea. But right on the stroke of half-time, Joel Matip made it 1-0. He's such a beast at scoring goals from corners. I kind of feel sorry for the fans that were watching it that had gone off for a toilet break thinking that nothing's going to happen, it's half time, might as well go get a few beverages as well. And then that happens. Joel Matip putting the home team a goal behind. They wouldn't be happy with that, as it completely changes the landscape of the game and how it's going to go in the second half. Lewis Holtby with a determined run there, missed the first slide tackle, but Ashley Williams came in and mopped up and got rid of the danger, and that allowed us to hit them on the counter-attack. Eventually they did steal the ball back off us. Wilfried Bony starting to look a bit tired. Fine, Patrick Herman down that right side has been a menace for Swansea this season. Been brilliant, especially that performance again against Manchester United earlier on in the season. If you remember, scored, I think it was 2 goals against United. Absolutely dominated them down that right side. That's brilliant to see. What was I thinking here as well with Jonathan Vieira? Why didn't I take a shot? I was trying to go for like a finesse shot round the keeper. Didn't work out. Keeper saved, and it went out for a corner kick. And 83rd minute, I gave away a penalty. It would be Ashley Richards that would go in with a silly sliding tackle. Very delayed as well. What was I thinking on Christian Eriksen, and he goes down in the box. So it was Vorm one-on-one against Christian Benteke. Would Vorm be able to pull off a fantastic save to finish a fantastic season? Which way would Benteke go? I thought he was going to the left, and he went straight down the middle, and what a powerful penalty as well. It was so powerful, I had to watch it again. Just look at the force he strikes that ball into the back of the net. Fantastic. So the final day of the Premier League season ends in a draw for Swansea. Not really a high, but what else can you do? It was a pretty tough game, to be fair, against Tottenham. They wanted to win. They wanted to hold on to that European spot, maybe compete for Man City's Champions League spot, but they were held to a draw, obviously, as you've already seen. This was the final league table. Yes, Liverpool won the Premier League trophy, something that won't happen in real life. And then Chelsea in second, then Swansea in third, City in fourth, and then Spurs in fifth. And as I mentioned before that Tottenham game, Newcastle United, Reading and Forest have all been relegated. Very surprising to see Newcastle getting relegated there. Now, there was only one Swansea City player in the team of the season, and that was Joel Matip as my centre-half. And you've also got the Lana, Henderson, Ramirez and Moses. Bonnie won the Golden Boot Award, and Rayner won the Golden Glove Award for being top goalkeeper of the year. Then it was on to the messages from the board. Super season. They thought we did pretty well in the Premier League. Not the best in the Champions League, but we had that unfortunate draw against Real Madrid, but I thought we did pretty well. I mean, the first leg we lost 2-0, but we beat Real Madrid at the Bernabeu. That was fantastic, and it's always going to be there for you guys to go back and watch whenever you feel like it. And we didn't do too bad in the domestic cups either. I mean, we got through to the semi-finals of the FA Cup. Just a shame we couldn't win one bit of silverware this season. Anyway, my transfer budget for next season is 44 million. It's a lot to be spending for Swansea, and we've got a wage budget of 210, so I could be changing that around. And don't forget, I'll be selling a couple of players here and there as well. Now, I'm just not sure whether I'll be carrying this over into a 4th season. I think, to be honest, ending it here I think is a good place. I know I never got that closure of winning the Premier League trophy or the Champions League, but I think we did pretty well progressing with the players that we bought and the results that we were getting on that pitch. I'm just thinking about the time that I've got available now. We've got something like 2 months or just under a month to go now before FIFA 15 is released. Don't forget, I've got my PSG career and my Man United career to be focusing on as well. So I'm not sure. Do I end it here or do I go on for one more season? Oh, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. Anyway, guys, we are coming up to the end of this episode. I do hope that you've enjoyed this whole season. I know that I had that big break around about the 4th or 5th episode because I changed the format, if you remember, and I wasn't really feeling it. And then I just wanted to focus on my other career modes like PSG and so on. But once again, I do hope that you've all enjoyed, and I thank you all for taking the time to tune in to watch these episodes. Not only Swansea, but my other FIFA videos and all my other Let's Plays that I do on this channel. Your support has been amazing. I can't thank you all enough. It really is appreciated. Also, if you want to find out the verdict of this series, whether I'll be continuing it or ending it here with this episode, or anything else regarding this channel, you can follow me on either Facebook or Twitter. The links can be found in the description below. Anyway, that's it from me. Hope you've all enjoyed. I'll see you all very soon. Thanks for watching.